So what I've done here is that I also opened a preview version of this one, and a lot of editors also has a built-in preview, and the advantage with this one is that if I do any changes, then it will show up kind of immediately. If I change this to purple, and now you see that it will update this one. But I want this one to be black still. So let's style the menu, and let's add a comment here that says that this is the menu, like that. And now we can start to look at the menu. First of all, we said that the menu should be fixed at the bottom. And what is the outermost part for the menu? Well, that is the main menu ID. So let's use that, and ID starts with the hash mark. And I said that it should be fixed at the bottom, so we need to add a position of fixed for that one. And then what we need to do is that we need to say that it should be fixed at the bottom. So I'll read bottom 0. And now if I save this one, you see that, oh, where did all our black color go? Well, now by setting it the position to fixed, we rip it out of the normal flow. So now it means that the body has no other content at the moment. So that means that it has 0 pixels in height. So you have still a black body, but it is 0 pixels in height. We want our menu, so maybe we need to add the color back to our menu. And if we look really carefully on the big screen, the big version, we can see that it is a little bit transparent. Maybe that didn't go through well in the PDF, but let's add a background of an RGBA for alpha 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, no color, but 0.9 or something in the alpha channel, so it's almost opaque, but slightly transparent. Then the main menu, if we look carefully at this one, scroll down, we can see that we also have a thin border at the top here. So let's add a border top of 1 pixel. It is solid and it is not that light, so maybe 444 or something. That is a darkish gray, something like that. This is what I would like to do with this one. Well, I would like to do one more thing, because it should span the full width, and it should do that even on the big screen later on. So to force this to span the full width, you can do that in a lot of different ways. You can say that it should be left 0 and also right 0. This is one way to do it. Because now the only way to be 0 pixels from the left edge and 0 from the right edge, well, that is to be 100% in width. Now I can move in. And the next item I would like to target is the next item in the hierarchy, and that is the UL, and that has a class of menu. So let's target this one. If you have a lot of menus with the class menu, well, then you might need to use main menu or whatever. But in this case, this is the only thing we have. So let's style this one. And first of all, I would like to turn it horizontal. And you do that by setting the display to flex. That's a good one. Now, if I save, you can see that now I have the black color and I have the items placed in this way. It is also centered, so let's add a justify content. Oops, that went wrong. Justify content, center, like this. And now it is centered, and we should add a color, but the color we need to add on the anchors, because it is the anchors that are blue at the moment. So we need to use a menu space A. And then we can set the color to white. And we could set the text. I spell like I have done this the whole of my life. Text decoration to none. Now, the menu, of course, needs more space. And you can do that by adding content within the different elements. There is one thing more I see. It should also have a font weight of bold, like that. Now, as I said, we need space. And when targeting mobiles, it is usually a really good idea to increase the hit area of the links, because then you have an easier way to hit them with your finger, because your fingers are not pointing, not yet, maybe in 3 million years or whatever. But let's add some padding here, because padding goes inside the box. This means that the elements will become bigger. So let's use that one and say that the padding should be maybe 0.5 m. Let's save this one, and it looks like this. And now I can see part of my rocket here. It is super tiny small. So we need to set a size for the rocket, because when using a flexbox, it says, okay, which is the smallest way you can be printed. And now it kind of gets the remaining space. And this should probably be a little bit bigger, because most mobiles today are 375 or bigger. So we can have it like that. So let's say that in the menu, if we have our logo, we could set that it should have a width of, I don't know, 60 pixels maybe. Let's see. That was a little bit too big. Maybe 40 pixels in the menu. Yeah, that's good. And now you can see that the text is aligned at some strange top, and we can fix that by using an align items and say that they should also be aligned center. Now they are centered. And then if we look really, really careful, we can see that here the distance is shorter than the rest. So maybe we could tweak that a little bit. And there are various ways to do that. You can remove the padding on that one, or between those in some way. Let's say that the first item should have no padding right. That's one way. Or you can just shift it a little bit to the right, and that is what I would like to do here. So I do a transform, and I do a translate. And if you just use translate, then it will translate in the X direction if you just write one number, and probably enough with 10 pixels. So let's save this one, and now you see that it is a little bit closer. So now we have the menu style.